Well, here we are again, the 2-minute warning, live
kids,
on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. My name is Stick. We are live at the Brass Rail, downtown Detroit, Adams, and Woodward, and this is where we are for every Lions postgame party. Come enjoy some pizza, come enjoy some beer, come enjoy some whiskey, and enjoy my friend Anson is to the left of me right now. The Lions learned from last week, Anson. I am already seeing Dan Campbell process things, learn, and improve them the next week. The Lions were down by 10, just about, minute ago game time-wise, and they were in field goal range, and they didn't go for it on fourth down. They kicked the field goal to make it a 7-point game. That was one of the biggest bitches from last week. They addressed it this week. Can we at least give it up for the Lions for that?
There is a whole lot of kicking going on today.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I was looking for highlights to post for everybody.
And 6 field goals so far?
And if you guys want field goal highlights, I'm sorry. We're not going to play those back for you. But it's the 2-minute warning right now during the Lions and Vikings game. My name is Stick. This is Anson Wells. And like I said, we're live from the Brass Rail. The Lions are down a touchdown right now.
The cardiac kids, man. I mean, they've kept everything interesting this season. There's only really been the one game in week 2 that was the runaway. But we have been in it to at least make our show interesting for the last 2 minutes here.
Right.
But this one has been a classic, division once called Central, black and blue North Division battle right now. It's just been a slugfest. It's been dirty. It's been mainly won on the ground outside of Justin Jefferson. And this is what we expected, right?
I expected it to be a competitive game. I thought the Lions could actually win this game.
Yeah.
I was talking to everybody at our pregame.
They still got a shot here.
With the Lions they're down 7. It's 16-9 right now. The 2-minute warning is just underway. 3rd and 7.
And we just got a big stop there.
Get the stop. We get the ball back, baby.
We have great field position here. But the Lions.
Oh, wait, did they strip it from him?
Oh, boy.
Wait, did they strip it from him?
This could be huge. Is this?
Come on, Jalen Reeves-Maben is running around.
This is the last 2 minutes, so it has to be reviewed here. I don't believe they made it.
Yeah, they're running out on the field.
Oh, wow, that's huge. So the call on the field is a fumble, and that's going to be hard to overturn here. This is going to hurt my fantasy team, but I'll take it.
Oh, Madison,
my goodness. Definitely put it down on the ground.
Yes.
Jumped right into his
baby.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Fell right into his bread basket, laying on his back there. A huge turnover, and this is probably the best position we've had all day, right?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So we've got minute 51 left to play here. 1st and 10, Lions down 7 on the road, looking for the first win of the season, Stick. This is exciting, man.
And, I tweeted this out earlier. The Lions needed a turnover. They needed something to, shift the momentum completely. This is just such a boring-ass game. But I'm okay with boring-ass games as long as they lead to wins and lead to competitive. We're watching them potentially win here in the last 2 minutes. I'll take boring for 48 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to see another loss here. I'd like to see them kind of get off that jinx right now. But one of the things you hit on that I've been thinking about all day is capitalizing. And we haven't capitalized all season long. We've been in these positions, and we've typically made an error or a kick's gone over, and let's change that culture here today. This kind of a win would be huge for this regime. Absolutely.
This win would be major. Major.
Especially going down 10 with 4 minutes left. This would be a big shot in the arm for the Lions' confidence.
So it's 16-9, 1st and 10 Lions from our own 20-yard line, or their 20-yard line. Nice little run for 2 yards.
Well, the great thing here is we're not pressured into a passing situation. We have enough time to be able to do what we've been doing best, and that's shove the ball down their throat, run the ball. We've been great at it,
Right.
The running game's been very adept all day, but for some reason we tend to go away from it, and that's where we found all of our problems. Definitely had a problem throwing the ball today.
Oh, man. Minute 25 left. The Lions are at the 17-yard line. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
First down. First down.
There's a nice short pass.
St. Brown.
Yep.
Over the middle. Nice little catch. Now we got the ball. Man, this would be such a huge win. Such a huge win. Huge.
It really is. They've got to. It's like they started this regime. They began things in the summer, but it still hasn't started until they get that first win.
Right.
And then today is, I don't know, this one feels pretty good right now.
Hold on, Art, that'll turn everything off if you do that.
No.
So get that up and running. Let's try that. Come on. Touchdown!
Now, do we go for 2?
Touchdown!
Do you go for 2 on the road?
Oh, my God.
He's going to go for 2, right?
Art, press record, too.
You just brought this up. He changed. He learned from last week. Did he learn here?
He didn't have an opportunity to learn here.
It's the same type of deal, though.
The bar's calling for it. Everybody in the bar right now is calling for 2.
What do you want? Come on.
I'm saying kick the field goal, kick the extra point. Yeah, I'm saying kick the extra point.
Baby. Come on. I'm shocked. You're right. Here we go. They're going for it.
Oh, my God. Why are they going for it?
Because they didn't learn their lesson last week.
But it's got to pay off, right? Eventually being aggressive, and we're passing. No! Yes! 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 Yes!
Holy mother's milk. Wow. Might be win number 1, Samuel.
Oh, my God. The Lions take the lead 17-16 with 37 seconds left.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
And right as I'm worried about them passing.
Oh, my God.
Goff, man, backpedaling, using every inch that he had at the back of the end zone to get it to a relatively unknown who's been great today in Hodge. Wow. And you wanted to kick it.
I would have kicked it. That's okay. That's okay. I'm all right with knowing that I would have kicked it to tie the game. But they went for 2. We're good. We got it. I mean, this is 37 seconds to go.
Alexander Madison feeling this on his shoulders.
Oh, my God. This could be Dan Campbell's first win as a Lions head coach. I was telling Terry Foster earlier today, I'm like, the Lions, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it.
Or yet another poetic
You like that?
Loss.
You like that?
It's not over yet, Sam.
I'm not. Listen, I'm a Lions fan. I understand it's not over. I understand that. Look at
37 long seconds in this game with 2 timeouts for Minnesota.
The WSN chat right now is blowing up. Looking forward to seeing how we're going to be able to ruin this. That was unreal. No way that just happened. Dan has some balls, and I love it. See, you love balls when it pays off. You don't love balls.
Somebody over there already?
No, that's my man.
Oh, okay.
No, we were celebrating together. All right, now cover the kickoff. Just cover the kickoff. All right.
Nice early tackle.
33 seconds left. 33 seconds left. Shout out to Tribe saying Super Bowl. 30 seconds left. We won. Oh, my gosh. All right, we're about to witness the first win under the Dan Campbell era, barring any Lion-esque failure to end it.
So how long of a field goal are they about to kick?
Oh, my God. Don't bring this up. How many timeouts do they have, first of all? I thought 1 or 2. I knew they had 2 when we started. Okay, they got 2 timeouts. It's Kirk Cousins. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Completion to their 40-yard. Son of a bitch. What are we doing again? Okay, second timeout. Anson, if you start laughing again, I swear tonight you're getting punched. Today you're getting punched if you pull this on me. The Lions are up 17-16 right now. No, it's not. No. The fate changes today. I have the Dan Campbell T-shirt on. Oh, my God. Chuck, I'm with you, bro.
You're going to be eating some crow here in a second.
I'm going to eat your kneecap if I get another video of you laughing at me. Oh, God.
I'm trying to keep it together here.
Oh, my goodness.
Feels absolutely all too
All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their 40-yard line. 27 seconds left. Check down, tackle them inbounds. Okay, that's good. That's good. They're at the 45. I'll give up 5 yards and take off how many seconds? They got to call their okay. So 19 seconds left. They have to be burning through their other timeout, right?
This is really bad. This is bad. You watching this over there, Art?
Oh, my goodness.
It's bad news.
Okay, they used their final timeout. There's 22 seconds left. So they're giving them the timeout with 22 seconds left. 2nd and 4. The ball's about the 45-yard line. So that means they need about another 15 yards. We got to stop them. 15 yards, you think? Who's their kicker?
Joseph.
There, put the mic up closer to your mouth so I can hear you.
His name's
there
Joseph.
You go.
Sorry about that. I got a little excited after this.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Joseph, he kicked his career long today already at 55 yards. So we know that's his range right there. And
here's the long pass over the middle. Oh, my God.
They've got to get up, and they've got to spike it.
They got to spike it.
And they have got themselves what's looking like a game-winning distance
10 seconds.
here.
9,
that's going to be about 53
8,
yards.
7, 6.
So 35-yard line.
3.
Yep, they're going to take a timeout with 3 minutes left. They've got a 53-yarder, which is well within his range, as he proved today with his earlier record or his own personal.
All right, we need a blocked field goal here. We need a blocked field goal.
I told you.
This is when blocked field goals happen.
I told you what was happening here. This is a poetic Lions season already. Like, this is an 0-5 start. We were watching right here.
Come on.
I'm glad that I already laughed earlier.
Not twice. Not twice this season this early. 12, 10. Watch the play clock. 6. All right, the snap is off in plenty of time. The kick is up, and it's good.
Yep. Sorry, folks. Sorry, pal.
I don't understand. Why is it so quiet, Stick? Are you okay? Are you not used to this?
And they're holding their kicker up like he's frickin' Rudy now, taking him off the field. Like this guy just slayed the dragon.
I mean, he scored 12
Mike
points.
Zimmer's, oh my God. Kirk Cousins, oh my God.
Shout out to our Spartan brethren.
Like,
Kirk
what
Cousins.
else did they have to do that game?
Congratulations on a nice win today.
So they learned their lesson now. At least they learned when you're down 10, you kick the field goal, right? So we learned that lesson, but we didn't learn how to keep them out of field goal range and just allowing passes over the middle. Apply pressure. What are we doing?
Only one lesson a week, Stick. Only one lesson a week. That's a tough one.
What are we doing?
You know, it's like they let us score. Did you see them kind of almost just opened up a huge hole? Just go ahead, Lions. We'll get it down there. We got a guy who's going to kick this. Oh, boy. So what are the people saying? Because you don't have much to say right now.
I mean, I got a lot to say, but yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now on YouTube. These endings are classic. Dr. Detroit says 54-yard loser, field goal attempt, sigh. They never pressure the quarterback at the end. That's what I'm hollering, Casino Collins. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, make them do the check down, 5-yard gains, keep them in bounds, run that clock. But we seem to, like, my dad used to always say, the only thing that prevent defense does is prevent you from winning.
Dude, can't stand
Hey, we love you too, man.
Whatever,
I love that mustache, but I hate that ending.
Yeah, no doubt.
What is going on? We are live at the Brass Rail. This is where we do every post-game live on Woodward Sports. Oh, my God.
I love Chuck's response. Chuck on YouTube says, field goal loss. Please no.
Dude. Yeah, that was rough. I mean, it was just...
Are we an 0-17 team?
Oh, did you? Maybe. No, I don't think so. Resiliency. This team fought all day. Wait a second, though. Listen.
Now I'm laughing, Anson. Now you got me maniacal.
Sure. But
oh, my God.
I mean, I feel like in Lions teams of the past, they would have never even been in this game. Okay? This team has struggled to find a way to lose in 4 out of 5 weeks. Art's laughing over there now. But
no, we haven't struggled. We found ways to lose with a record-setting field goal.
Sure. I think they find a win this season. No, they're finding a win this season. They've played well. But, you know, if they keep losing, they lost Cephas today. Who knows how long he's going to be out. We lost St. Brown. He went out, came back in. But
injuries are a part of the game. I don't want to hear it. They didn't have Delvin Cook today.
Sure, but...
What do you mean, sure, but?
Yeah, can we trade for, like, somebody to catch the ball, please?
So what do you... Jared Goff, awful day today.
Yeah, he was pretty brutal.
Lots of turnovers.
Yep.
One interception that he had, though, from Kendricks was a pretty amazing interception by Kendricks. Did you see that one-armed interception?
Yeah,
Art? You want to throw that up while we're talking about? Like, that was a pretty amazing interception.
There was a second one that he forced that Harrison Smith basically had, and he dropped. I mean, he could have turned the rock over twice more. I'm sure of it. He was pretty awful.
Casino Collins, yes, we're resilient in losing. Joshua Christie, it's strange that a 50-plus yard field goal are pretty much automatic nowadays.
Right.
Mr. 86, the defense on the last series. Rock Howard says still solidly in the Malik Willis sweepstakes. And backward down the field. That's what Mike G's saying. You know, just one time at the Lions postgame here at Brass Rail, I want to stand up and sing that song.
Yeah.
Stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Not let up field goals. I don't know if I can take that. Like, I understand losses happen, but these last-second field goals are absolutely killing me right now. Check the footballs. Too many long field goals.
Stick, do you still think that we're an 8-win team?
I think we're about to go on a tear right now.
Oh, please.
Damn it. No, this is what I hate. Like, they could have beaten the Ravens, and I could have rubbed that into so many people's faces. They could have won. They could have won this game. Could have rubbed that in so many. Because this morning I was like, man, I feel good. Like, they're going to be in this game. They have a shot. And everybody's laughing at me, and it's like,
but you guys are laughing at me for how resilient they were to be in this game all day. They moved the rock all game. They just couldn't get in the
turn it over in the red zone.
But this is that Lions culture that hasn't been able to escape this new regime, and that is errors when you're supposed to be capitalizing. When you have great opportunities, they're making great mistakes.
Right.
And we saw that time and time again here. You know, just as early as the first period, or first quarter, we're right in the red zone, and Sewell gives up back-to-back terrible sacks.
They suck. Most usuals just yell at they suck.
But, you know, to the point where we don't even get 3 points out of that trip. 3 points that obviously would have won us the game right now. So it's just little things like that you can find over and over 4 quarters strong of a Lions football game this year. There's always some sort of a mistake when we have a great opportunity. And that's got to end, otherwise this regime's going to be gone before their memory.
Do you think that they actually will? I think that they'll just keep them around.
They have to keep them around. They have to keep them one
they're not going to just get rid of Campbell and get rid of everybody else.
Campbell's here for at least 3 years.
And we're certainly not losing any coaches to free agency. You know, they're not going to any other teams.
They're not one-upping themselves right now. But let's look at some of the stats today. Jared Goff, 21 of 35, 203 yards and 1 interception. We ran the ball for 106 yards. Jamal Williams, 13 carries, 57, 4.4 average. DeAndre Swift, 11 carries, 51 yards, 4.6 average with a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 7 receptions. DeAndre Swift.
Let me stop you there. Look at the rushing. We've got 24 rushes averaging 4.5 yards per carry, and that's still all we're rushing. How many times do we throw the ball and why?
We threw the ball quite a bit because we were trailing, but you know Minnesota's rush defense absolutely sucks. I think the stat was over the last 11 games dating back to last season, they've given up over 100 yards on the ground. So I mean, even though we did that,
is not enough.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what I was just going to say. Yeah. Even though we did that, that's not enough.
No,
it's not enough.
Both of those guys could have ran 20 times apiece.
And what the hell happened to Hockenson?
I mean, keep the ball out of Justin Jefferson's hands, you know. And we never go to Hockenson. That was the question, and we were kind of talking about this before the show started. And I'd love to hear from the people at home, who is the most impactful Detroit Lion? And let's hold back on our answer.
Yeah, we'll hold back on our answer.
But, you know, I mean, early we could obviously talk about the Swift and Williams 1-2 punch because they really can dominate games, but we just don't go to them enough. Hockenson, for me, is another dominator, but you can't dominate if you're not getting the ball.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't use him more and go look up Kansas City's playbook. Look at how they use George Kittle in San Francisco and just steal those plays. You don't have to reinvent anything to get him the ball. How did we lose this one? Really, exactly. Q. Then we got other people. Daz Dillinger says, "Is this that's the worst defense in the NFL right now?"
The lie downs?
Hey, come on, man.
I don't think so.
Come on, man.
Listen, the Lions held a very. You can tell me all about Dalvin Cook being out, but I know all about Alexander Mattison. That's the most capable backup in the league, in my opinion.
All right.
Maybe Kareem Hunt over in Cleveland is going to give him a run for his money. But yeah, I'm flabbergasted.
I have a question for you guys. What is more likely, the Lions getting 3 to 4 wins this year for the remainder of the year, or them actually going 0-17? The fact that you have to think about it is depressing.
I think it's even money at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I want to believe they're going to get over the hump. Like, I want to believe they're going to push past this. But here we are. How many weeks now are we in?
Week 5.
Yeah.
We're 0-5.
Yep.
We've lost 2 heartbreakers by field goals.
Yep. Last second.
We weren't even in it last week. So the progression that we saw for the first 3 games is now done. We're no longer progressing. And yes, you could give them, credit for being in the game, but you got to put the ball in the end zone, especially when you're on the road. Field goals kill you on the road.
So, I mean, do you prefer Sewell or would you rather have Fields right now in this type of a game? Because I'm going to say right now that Jared Goff cost us this game.
Yeah, because who is Fields going to really throw to? Like, we have nobody.
True, but I'd rather have.
You know what I
Fields
miss
running,
Stick saying? Hockenson up the middle. That's
Hockenson over the middle, baby.
I just want that one time this season.
Do we really miss Darrell Bevel? Is that what's going on in my life right now? I miss Darrell Bevel's play calling.
What happened in week 1? What happened to Hockenson from week 1?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's right there. He's our best player.
I mean, can you name our top 4 wide receivers right now with Cephas out?
With Cephas out, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Joe the Garbage Man. No, I can't. And
exactly.
I'm a diehard man.
Yep. And so I'm thinking that you put everything on Hockenson and you let their wide receivers beat him.
People are saying start Blau. You can't start. You can't be paying this dude. You can't. I mean, oh God, we're gonna have a $25 million backup quarterback.
Brother, I would rather run the Wildcat at this point.
Can I start?
I think you could.
Can we stop the
I honestly, put a little bit of weight on now, bro.
I could throw a football like 50 yards.
I bet you can.
I know I can.
Still?
Yeah, still. No,
Yeah?
I did it
Didn't
a couple
you
weeks
just have a
ago.
birthday?
I did it a couple weeks ago. Trust me on that.
Moving forward,
do we have a clip of that?
I'll go do it right here on Woodward if you want.
We need that.
You don't think I could throw a football 150 feet?
50 yards?
That's 150 feet.
You think he can?
Yeah.
I think we need to do that.
We need Jared Goff to do that. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need him to, he took one shot downfield. One shot downfield this entire game.
Yeah. The conversations of Goff for Stafford are over, right? Like, can we just stop? Like, moving forward.
Yeah, but Stafford's not as good as everybody else is giving him credit for right now either.
But we're getting.
I've seen 4-1. I've seen so many Stafford haters while he was here turn into Stafford nut riders while he's over there, and it's just like, dude, what are you doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, so did Goff in that very same offense.
There's 2 trigger words for Stick. You just say Stafford good, and he'll go on for an hour.
Stafford is good, but that's it. That's the baseline. That's the ceiling. He's not great.
Stafford Hall of Fame.
To be in the Hall of Fame, you got to be the best of your generation. We're not getting into this today. We're not getting into this today. All right. Stafford is doing well. Fine, that's fine. If you want to root for Stafford, root for Stafford. I'm rooting against him at least for the next 2 seasons because we get the draft pick.
True that. Me too.
Then if y'all want to hop on and ride the Stafford train, get it together with your boys, put on your cute little Rams jerseys and tie them up at the bottom. Y'all go ahead.
I was a Stafford fan only when.
But here's my thing, though, with Goff. Is there room for improvement for the rest of the season? I mean, but the thing is who is he throwing to?
It can't be worse.
Well, I don't know. 0-17 could be possible.
If he's lost Cephas and they don't find some sort of suitable option on the outside for him to throw to, he's going to turn the ball over. They're going to shut down Hockenson, and eventually they're going to figure out our run game. And as much as I'm saying that each of those guys should have had 20 rushes, can you run the ball 40 times when you're down?
Can I address Paul Charles right now? He says, you hosts need to be a little bit more positive. I am the most positive Lions fan you will ever come across in your life.
You're still saying 8 wins.
I'm still saying 8 wins. I'm standing on that. No, but honestly, I am the most positive. That's what people knock me for at the network because I say we when I talk about the Lions because they're like, what have they ever done for you? It's like they've done nothing for me. I get that, but that's still my team. I love the Lions, but honestly, we're 0-5 right now, and I'm also not stupid. So it's tough
You're just getting older, pal.
No, I'm just not stupid. I give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm always the.
It's not blind faith anymore.
No.
You
It's
can
never
see a
blind
little bit.
faith.
Well,
It's
it
never
was
blind.
When you were younger, it was a little blind, though.
Okay,
wasn't it?
maybe when I was younger.
You're just getting a little
but
more
I'm a
vision.
mathematics guy. Until the mathematics has them completely out of it, I believe that they can still be in it because I've seen that happen. I've seen wild card teams get hot. I've seen teams start out with 1-4, catch fire, make the playoffs, make a little run. So I'm always in it as long as they're in it. We're getting to a point now where mathematically we're already almost eliminated from the season.
So hang on, though. You're saying that you're going to give it up to week 9 before you decide that they can go 8 straight and still win 8 wins.
I think my prediction of 6 in a row is kind of shot in the head.
So we got the Bengals and Green Bay tied
I don't
at 22
care.
right now.
I don't care.
The Bengals are your win, though. You think that the Bengals are a team that we can beat?
I think we can, but I don't know. After what the hell Jamar Chase is doing to everybody,
pretty
dude
good.
looks like a monster out there.
He
And
plays like he's 6'4".
So what do you think is the first thing this team needs to address for the Lions? And I promise, I'm being positive. I want to progress this thing down. I like it. Forward down the field. Let's go. But what do we need?
Honestly, I would say...
I think he missed the field goal. Oh, he made the field goal.
Nah, they're looking at the other game there. Here's the field goal. Before I answer your question, here's the field goal from the Bengals. And this is a team that we think that we can beat against an in-division rival, the Packers, and he missed it. Oh, it just
I just told
out.
you that.
No good. Yeah.
The red zone had it on over here before it was on the actual game time.
Yeah, Green Bay Bengals, 22-22 in overtime, still tied.
I gotcha. The bettors are in the house.
Just accept that we'll have a number 1 pick and a number 32nd pick next year.
What do you say to that narrative, too, though? Just like, that to me is a giving up mentality. Like, just give up on them.
I'll never give up on him. And I explained this last week. It's like if you have a kid, he plays Little League sports, his team's absolutely trash, but you show up every night to support your kid because that's what you do. This is where I was born. Like, I can't help that my kid plays for Dumpster Fire Little League, okay? What I can help is I show up and I root my ass off for him because if eventually there is a time when Dumpster Fire Little League wins the championship,
You could say you never gave up.
I've been there the whole time.
Okay.
And that's where I want to stick my feather in my cap because, like, I'm still a Lions fan.
You know, if that's
Me
the
too,
case,
man.
you should get a Lions tattoo and just leave the date blank. And then once they get that
That's a hot take
2023,
right there.
you fill it in, you know?
I don't think I'll ever get anybody's logo or anything branded on me.
I just want to share misery with someone.
Anson is a Stafford fan now that he plays in L.A. See?
I've never been a
tie up your jersey, sunshine.
I'm a diehard Lions fan. If there's a second team that I like, it's the Ravens. Still wanted them to lose the other day.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't want to see Stafford do well. I want to see the Lions get the first and second pick. I want to see them shit the bed hard, and I want to everybody be like, hey, we were right. He wasn't great, but I know the guy was a great quarterback. And whether or not we were playing from behind and he was doing it all in garbage time, he still did it for over a decade.
Right.
And he did it at a high clip. His numbers are pretty much untouchable when he's going to retire. I mean, he's going to be up there with all the all-time greats. He's in a system now that's going to let him flourish. It's going to let him stay upright, which he didn't get to do for a decade in Detroit. He's laying on his ass.
Can
on
we
his
stop
back.
stroking Stafford on this?
I'm not
what are we doing? He's got a better team around him. We know that. Okay, good.
But we know that he's a very...
He's got to take him to the Super Bowl.
Actually, no,
otherwise, he's not as good as Goff.
I got to rewind here, and I got to disagree with you. There was a heavy disagreement, and it still goes on whether or not he was a legitimate top quarterback in this league. And I've always maintained that he pretty much was.
He's a top 10 guy. He's never been a top 5 guy.
But that's because he's a Lion. He was a top 10 despite being a Lion. That's how
that
good.
is true.
That's how good
That is
Barry
true.
was. That's how good Calvin was, and maybe that's how good Stafford was. And we will find out.
I don't know.
Now,
When
if Stafford ends up with 2 rings or even 1 when he retires, are you going to change?
Yes, then I'll change. Yes, if he actually does something, I'll change my mind. But until he actually does something, like Jared Goff has started out with records like this with the Rams. Like, honestly, in the scheme of things, he's done nothing. Absolutely nothing. He hasn't won a playoff game yet.
But would you give him credit?
He hasn't won a
let's say
division
this year.
yet.
Let's say
he
this
hasn't
year.
even won the first half of the season yet.
If he makes it to the first round of the playoffs this year, will you give him credit?
If he makes it to the playoffs, no.
He's not. Well,
it's Super
he's gotta
Bowl or
win a game.
bust for them.
Okay, so if they go to the Super Bowl and
I'll
he
give him
loses,
credit. I'll give him
he
credit.
just has to make it to the Super Bowl.
Make it to a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Win a playoff game, and I'll give you credit. But until you do that, you haven't. I have as many playoff wins as Matthew Stafford. So do you.
I know.
Do I?
You do too.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. Give me $40 million.
Company.
Like, where's my $40 million in the lake house in Bloomfield?
Very
Like, come on.
Company.
Why are you guys doing this today?
Okay, so-
like, I'm already heartbroken after the Lions lost, and now you're going to come at me with Stafford talk?
What is the second longest tenured Lions quarterback that you can recall?
The second longest tenured Lions quarterback. Joey Harrington had a decent run.
How long?
I think he had, 6 years?
So what, half?
Right.
So
But think about that.
Let me hear me out. So
God.
Like,
Why can we talk about the damn
because the
game that we
Lions
just
are
watched?
so destructive to talent and quarterbacks, especially because of the quarterback ringer that we've had ever since Bobby Lane left town.
Yeah.
That the
Stafford
press
was
puts
supposed
on
to break
everybody.
that curse because they're both from Highland Park, Texas.
But I mean, if you
Dude, if they went to the same high school, he's going to break the curse.
Highland, yeah.
Didn't happen. Better off going to Highland Park High School here.
I pushed that fantasy for a decade plus,
Oh, he's
bro.
going to break the Bobby Lane curse. Like, come on. He just extended it 12 years.
Well, but okay, so
either way, Jared Goff did not have a good game
tonight.
tonight.
Come close to half as long of a tenure here, and he did it as a consistent top 10 quarterback. I just think that this guy, I'm not a lover of him. I do kind of love him now because it bothers you so much, and you're going to see him in the Hall of Fame, flat out.
If Stafford goes into the Hall of Fame, that means they have to let everybody in the Hall of Fame. Stafford, if you look at when Stafford has played in the league, he was never better than Drew Brees, never better than Tom Brady, never better than Aaron Rodgers, never better than Russell Wilson. I could go on and on and on about his time in the league. And to be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, you have to be the best of when you play.
He just beat Russell Wilson.
I don't believe
He
that.
just beat Russell
I
Wilson,
don't believe that they have to be the best. I believe that their body of work has to be on a Hall of Fame level.
Yeah, and if you want to compare bodies of work, then here we go. I can do this.
Okay, if he
I did this
retires
with
after this
easy.
season-
Jay Cutler has similar numbers to Matthew Stafford.
You've
Look
been
it
saying
up.
that for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
It can't be the same.
Look it up. Look it up. I don't want to have to school you right now on this.
Maybe, yeah, I'll agree with you. He's definitely not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, okay. Can
But
we
he's
stop
gonna-
talking about Stafford?
Do you want to play some Lions
No,
highlights?
everybody
Please.
hates it.
Some
Look, I'm
Lions
sick of
highlights.
hearing about, he's gone. It's like he's
We're
this
arguing-
ex-girlfriend that we're all obsessed with. He's gone. He left you. He doesn't like you anymore.
How about some
and
field goal
he sucked when he was here.
You want to play some field goal
show
highlights?
me all the field goals
okay,
from
so
today.
here we go. This
It's
is
a frustrating day here
4th
at
and 9.
0-5.
First quarter, 10:38.
Working 0-2-5.
So here we go. And be surprised, it was good.
Yep.
Let's
That was our first field goal. We
Yeah,
actually
and
had a lead in this
here's
game.
our
We had a
second
lead
one.
twice.
We were behind by 10 here, 52-yard attempt, second, 4th and 2,
Whole lot of kicking going on today.
Yeah.
and very impressive. That's all that we have for highlights.
No, there was one touchdown.
There was,
the
okay.
Mattinson touchdown, which was
Okay, we'll do
if
that
this
one,
was a
yeah.
Lions touchdown, I'd be pretty jacked about it. I mean, he had a lot of
Yeah.
contact on this play. He got
it was
hit several
great run.
times, and they threw him into the end zone. His lineman did so.
Great run after
Good
the
for
catch.
him.
Built like Joik Bell, too.
Yeah, yep. If we're breaking down the stats, total team yards, the Vikings had 384 to the Lions 288. Passing yards, 264 Vikings, Lions 180. Rushing yards, 120 to 108. We kind of already went over that. First downs, Lions had more first downs. Not too efficient on third down, 3 of 11, but neither were the Vikings. They were 5 of 13.
Can we talk about Charles Harris?
4 sacks allowed.
Charles Harris, baby.
Yeah, and Everett too.
Man.
That was
Yeah,
good to see him
those
again.
back-to-back in the first quarter really was a huge momentum killer for us. We would have walked away with 3 points. Instead, we give the ball back to them. I'm not tremendously frustrated with this game. I think Minnesota is one of the better teams in the NFC. I think they've got a tremendous defense, and we played with them on the road. If we don't turn the ball over, I think that's a win, right?
Yeah, no, and that's what's so frustrating about this is we could easily be 2-3 right now or 3-2, and it's so like the margin of error sometimes is like this in the NFL.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you can look at Dan Campbell and be like, dude, you're 0-5. Like the rah-rah stuff. Maybe you want to dial it back and take some of that energy and put it towards game planning and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, well, they're in these games, they're competitive, so you don't want to give up entirely on the message, right?
Yeah, if they've learned how to lose, they haven't learned how to win, clearly. But this it's such a brand new overall body of work that the entire team, the roster, they've got to get over the hump at some point, man. They've got to learn how to win. And just not capitalizing and constantly coming through with errors in those important moments is their MO right now.
So who is your player of the game today?
Alexander Madison all day.
Madison for you?
Yep.
I'm going Jack Fox, baby.
Yeah.
Jack Fox is our most impactful player. It sucks that your punter is your most impactful player, but look at some of these buttes.
Are we picking Lions every week? Because,
I am.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. I don't care about the other team.
About the other team.
I don't even care.
But
Jack Fox, incredible. What?
Sure.
Jack Fox, and I said this before the show started, Jack Fox is the only player on the Lions team that any other team would be wanting on theirs.
Yep. His wins over replacement is probably the best in the league.
It has to be.
For our team. For anybody on our team, that's for sure.
It's not the quarterback position. It's nobody on defense. There's nobody on defense that scares you.
He's the best punter in the NFL right now, isn't he?
By far.
Yeah.
And that's because he gets so much practice.
At least we got somebody.
Right.
It sucks when the best player and most impactful player on your team isn't even your field goal kicker. It's your punter.
Well, our all-time leading scorer is our field goal kicker, so we got that going for us, which is nice.
I love his last name. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Let's get to some of the comments. Minnesota's D is average. I've heard the same about Anson. Their fans want Zimmer fired. Would you fire Zimmer?
Who? The
Minnesota? Yeah.
What are they, 3-2?
Oh, we've got a complaint, guys.
Uh-oh.
Austin says, stop with the we could be, we competed. I don't give a bleep. Wow.
Well, you should, because last year we weren't even competitive.
Absolutely.
Those games were just tough to watch. At least these games, we can sit here, start our broadcast at the 2-minute warning, and it's something interesting to talk about.
I will say, watching the post show, I love it because there's that glimmer of hope that you can actually see from you guys, and then it fades away by the end of the game. But at least there's that glimmer.
Yeah.
There's that little glimmer. And Stick is always like, oh, and then it's just a letdown.
Hey,
but at least there's something.
I believe, every week I believe this team can win.
Well,
would you rather have the hot girl look at you or not look at you at all? At least she's looking at you. You know, now you just got a winner.
And I'm dumb enough to believe she looked at me, she wants me. She wants me.
You think she's an 8 out of 10, where she's probably like a 2 out of 10.
You know, and the older you get, the less you'll take.
We'll take 2 wins. Give me a 2 out of 10.
Are we going to get 1 this year?
So we are live at the Brass Rail. This is where we do every post-game live on Woodward Sports. If you've never been down here, come on down, try some of their pizza. They got another big operation happening next door to us, so we can't wait to premiere that for you.
And it's like 77 degrees out, so Detroit's just crazy right now.
Yeah, it's gotten so much warmer since I got down here even.
Global toasting.
This is a rebuild.
They are toasted.
This is a rebuild. We knew they were going to be bad this year, so why get upset? Because I hate to see them lose. Like, I want these stepping stones to come in. You know, like, if they beat the Ravens, that pushes us along further than where we are now. If we win this game, then that pushes us along, and that's all I want. And that's why I get upset, because I really want these building blocks to start the foundation. If we don't get a win, we haven't started a damn thing here.
It's like this offseason, bringing in all of these personalities and these big names, making these big moves. This is what we've been waiting for as Lions fans for our whole lives.
Yeah.
This major shakeup, this exciting shakeup. And at some point, we have to see that it's working.
Right.
And we haven't seen, I felt it today, the glimmer of hope, then it was gone again. And they've got to get over this hump soon. But I will tell you this, man. What I saw today out of this team is 1 win could turn into a few with these guys. A little bit of confidence could go a long way with this team, more so than another Lions team.
And that's what I'm hoping. Like, eventually, once they get that monkey off their back, because now it's part of the narrative.
Guys, we have breaking news. I'm going to try and pull the clip up. According to Jennifer Hammond from Fox 2, an emotional Dan Campbell wiped away tears as he called Sunday's loss a, quote, heartbreaker. And there's footage. Would you like me to grab it?
Of course. Okay. Of course. Pull that up if we can.
I will.
Well, we know he's emotionally invested.
This is what I was waiting for Dan Campbell. Like, so, the Lions break you. Like, Like, he's new here. He doesn't. I know he played here.
The
and
Lions break you.
They do.
He's a grown man. I feel bad.
Yeah, he's come a long way from biting kneecaps.
Yeah.
And I listen. Look, I got the shirt on. I represent. I love the guy. I loved his intensity. I love all of it. But early on, I asked the question: at what point do you stop that? Hold on. Let's listen to this.
Yeah, this is from Jennifer Hammond from Fox 2. Here we go.
So, but we'll be better for it, you know. And there again, credit Minnesota, but you know, we made the one mistake that cost us, you know, and so ultimately, you know, we didn't do enough to win. But I was proud of them, and I love the fight they have in them, and I love the grit. I do, and. When your defense plays that way, you got a chance to win.
All right, so
you see what you did?
You
made a grown man cry.
This reminds me of like crying for the cops when they pull you over.
Oh no!
Does that work? Does it ever actually work? Because this is a football player breaking down at week 5 in front of the press. Is this going to work, or is this a massive fail?
How much of it? I'm right in the middle, because if you're this guy, you're this strong alpha male, you don't do that.
How much of it is his fault? 100%.
This
Zero.
isn't football. This is football. Okay.
I'm literally split on this. Like, part of me understands. Like, this guy for the last 6 months, since whenever he got hired, put everything he's had into every aspect of the game and every step of the way, and he's tried to cultivate this dude, tried to change, but he didn't understand how hard it's going to be. Like, the Lions are Lions, and we've seen it our entire lives.
Don't understand the struggle,
right?
In general,
but to see him broken like that, like, is he going to take time off?
He's going to take a beating in the press for this.
You think so?
Absolutely.
They're going to murder him on Monday. Absolutely.
It's going to be a distraction for the team a little bit. Now, what we don't know is what happened in the locker room, because there's obviously a speech and a team discussion going on in there. There's a lot of emotions going on there. There's 53 super frustrated athletic millionaires in the room, and a coaching staff that at this point has let him down.
Do you think he feels like he let the staff down? Or he's let everybody down?
Everybody has to feel they've left everybody feel down. So that's what his saving grace, in my opinion. Because everybody in that damn locker room should be in tears right now. They should be embarrassed. And I know that you've got a college roster right now, but you found ways to lose in games that were winnable. And so whether he's coming out and reflecting that locker room or taking it and just wearing his arm on his sleeve, that's a last week 5, dude. Pump the brakes.
What do you say to, and I've seen this comment a couple times now, and I think it's crazy, but what do you say to those who say, hey, just go get Cam Newton? Like, no, that's not better than Goff.
I mean, if you want to see Cam Newton get killed, go. Right. I don't know what you got against Cam Newton.
Do you feel like they could have, even if Brady was, let's just say in a crazy way.
If Brady was here, yes, things are different.
You think we go to the playoffs with Brady?
I mean, yeah.
Really?
It's Tom Brady.
Brady's
who are we throwing to?
It doesn't matter. Tom Brady was threw to nobody in New England.
Yeah.
They were pulling guys out of the damn locker room. They're out of the shower, just like, hey, hey, I see you cleaning. You need a wide receiver job? Edelman's hurt. Sorry.
Brady's culture would have eclipsed the Lions losing culture, in my opinion.
You think it would have stopped the curse?
Did you see this coming, though, for Dan Campbell?
Yeah.
Like, if you would have told me, hey, Dan Campbell's going to be crying during a press conference after week 5.
He's the manly man.
I'd be like, get out of here. There's no way.
He's the guy who's got dip in his pocket, and he's a bad... And, like, this is bad.
Yeah, that's he's taken a big risk by allowing his emotions to be seen by the world like that. He's
you know what? I'm sick of it. Men need to be able to show their emotions.
True.
Men. We're men.
True.
We have emotions
but
too,
this
Anson.
This is football, brother. This is football. And the old
these
school,
are men.
The old school press is not going to...
Quit being so insensitive.
I'm going to bring up a scenario right now. I want an answer from both of you.
You already know, though. You already know what's going to happen.
Who has lost the room more? with their team? Urban Meyer or Dan Campbell now?
Urban
Meyer.
Urban.
You're a grown man who's supposed to be coaching men and you're crying. If I cry, that's okay. But if I saw my bosses cry...
You're a grown man who commits adultery to your wife and then won't have a team meeting and meets on everybody individually because you don't have the balls to stand up to everybody.
One's running away. This guy's coming from the fire. Those tears were born from the locker room.
This guy at least shows he cares. Urban doesn't give a shit about anybody but Urban. And maybe, the blonde chick that was bumping and grinding on him.
I didn't see the clip.
You didn't see the clip?
I heard she's cute.
She's Ohio hot.
But then you see these comments.
So, I mean,
some of these comments, like Dan Campbell P's sitting down, and come on.
Oh, dude, they're all,
it's going to be bad.
But, look at Michael Jordan's tears, man.
I'm mad he's a terrible
we're still
coach.
Seeing this. When you cry in major league sports, you're never going to live it down. You can't even cry in ladies baseball. We still hear about that.
Yeah,
There's
Tom.
no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in
certainly no
baseball.
crying in football. Period.
Well, there is now. And
All right, I got a question. Name one other football guy that's ever cried that you can remember.
Football guy that's ever cried? Not off the top of my head, I can't. I mean, like after losses and stuff, you see him
Anybody
on the
at home?
sideline. No, you see him all the time on T.O. T.O.'s definitely a crier.
T.O.
My quarterback. My
I feel
quarterback.
like Ocho Cinco cried a time or two.
Ocho Cinco? Okay. Well,
And now
outside of Diva wide receivers.
Let's take the three mental cases that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And we're putting Campbell in the class of Ocho Cinco and T.O.
That's just because that's what I can think of. Like,
That's bad news, dog. That is bad news.
so where do they go from here?
The toilet.
I mean, we're home next week, right? So how do you think the hometown crowd is going to feel?
I know where we go
is
next
it brown
week, to
bag
the
time?
brass rail, because it's going to be nice weather. It's going to be a home game. Detroit, the hot corner here is going to be absolutely bonkers. Woodward Sports will be here. We'll be doing a live broadcast for the 2-minute warning, and we'll be watching a kick sail over in the last moments for an 0-6 start to the season.
I hate you so much,
The positivity is blooming off of it.
So next weekend, it's the Bengals, 1 o'clock.
It is going to be
home
hot
game.
down here, though, dude. It's going to be a great day down here in Detroit.
Awesome.
Misery loves company, I will say. Like, at least at the brass rail, it's busy, and you can cry on someone's shoulder here.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know?
fun. Honestly, watching the game with these guys is hilarious. Watching everybody kind of
the most
banter back
cynical
and forth.
group of people ever.
And after the losses, people pour in still. It's crazy.
Right.
They get out of the game.
Well, yeah,
and they're
because
coming.
you eat the pizza, you're not a loser. But if you
No.
watch the Lions game, you're probably...
Pieces
you know.
dead.
Well, we have a DJ here after live home games and stuff like that, so it turns into a club night. So you can just
DJ
kind of
Q.
drink your problems away. And
Do you guys do score predictions? Like, if you had to guess the score for next Sunday's game?
You know,
next
I've been
Sunday?
wanting to do that.
32-25?
Lions, right?
Of course.
25, huh?
What are we doing here?
The Slappy returns. He's never left.
Any given Sunday is a saying for a reason, Art.
I'm going 25-21 Lions.
Okay.
How
Okay.
about that?
I mean, these are way in advance predictions, so I don't even know who the hell's playing
I
next
think
week.
that
If we're doing way in advance, though, we should also do, there's 12 games remaining. Do you guys, where's your wins at right now? Yeah, anything?
I mean, if we get 4 wins this season, it's going to be a solid season.
I think that they could go 4-12 and yeah.
Cincinnati kicked 75-yard field goal to win 3-0. Their record is no surprise. The NFL is ultra competitive. That is true. Let's see. This is on Goff. Coaches put him in place to win today. He didn't play quality quarterback. And
No, he did no quality quarterbacking. So you brought up an
trading
interesting.
Hockenson. Sorry, I didn't know.
It's okay, but Art brought up an interesting point, and that's Cam Newton. So Cam Newton, he's not the easiest guy on culture, so he's going to bring in a big personality. But there has to be a point where you say, okay, we can't stomach the kind of mistakes that Jared Goff is making. If he continues to make these and putting us in positions where we lose games that we could have won.
Are we doing this all the way to week 17?
All we have to do is have Cam Newton in there throwing the ball 15 times a game, running the ball with the running backs.
He
and we
can't
could win
run.
games. He can run.
He cannot run.
He can run.
That's all they tried to do last year for the Patriots, and he couldn't run. I'm not having Loke Dog run our offense.
Okay, but if you keep in, I'm going to refrain from calling calling Jared Goff that just yet. But if you're going to leave the reins in Jared Goff's hands and he starts killing us like he did today, all of a sudden you can have an absolute backbreaker for the culture for the entire season, where even bringing in somebody like Newton doesn't hurt you as much. Because if you go 0-6, 17, bro, like this whole regime is gone.
Hanson is taking the long way around.
What are we doing?
I'm just saying, like, well, what point do we get rid of Goff? And
What do we have to
make a move
lose?
like what he's talking about.
You ride Goff till he's dead.
I disagree.
Honestly, no. You got to ride him out through the rest of this season, and then potentially
you have
draft
to
your
get
quarterback, and then you're riding him out through next season too, so your quarterback doesn't have to start right away and be thrown to the fire. Like Goff is it for the next 2 years. Accept it, Detroit.
I don't know, man. Maybe this year for certain. But after this year, if he's really, really bad,
What are they going to get for him?
you can't.
Nothing.
It's nothing. You
We'll
buy
get
his
Cam
ass
Newton.
out and you keep it. And you do nothing
Straight
with
up
him.
trade.
Well, no, they're going to have the draft next year. They're probably going to draft a guy, and he'll probably sit pretty much immediately.
You think they're going to draft a QB next year?
We're going to have the number one pick. We're going to either trade down and be able to still get a guy, but the teams in the NFL, they all believe that capital in that top 10 is where you have to get your quarterback now. And I believe that the Lions are going to subscribe to that after they've been so brutal this year with Goff.
This is the greatest comment right here. This is exactly why Barry retired.
100%.
And years
That's
and
why
years
Megatron
later,
is
Like
up.
facts from Europe.
It's why Stafford
Just
was
send a
given
fax.
the opportunity to stay or ask for his exit. And the guy who doesn't ever seem too fired up about anything was fired up to leave.
Yeah. That's why Calvin was like, see ya.
Well,
And
it's
then
been another fun after party here. No, honestly, but I don't know what to do, man. 0-5 was not something I predicted. Not something I don't think anybody, even the hardcore Lion haters, I don't think had them 0-5.
Yeah, I didn't see that first win until Cincinnati.
Even
So-
Joik said that they would beat the Bears. I mean, they didn't, but,
Yeah.
Any positives from this game at all?
Yeah, Jack Fox.
And the running game. The running game was
Jack Fox.
The running game was
I was
unstoppable.
hoping for something else.
Bro, the running game was unstoppable. We just stopped going to it.
Yeah, well, then it was stoppable.
It was liable. Unbelievable.
The only person who stopped the run game was Dan Campbell.
This guy's got to have the best laugh in the business.
Oh, yeah, he's a laugh track. I pay him
Man.
just to laugh at my dumb
Put
stuff.
his ass up next to Johnny Carson would be great.
You need to understand, Goff is already dead. Sorry. The Lions can beat the Browns, not a problem, only if Goff doesn't make the picks or any turnovers. But
What
yes,
Browns
they can beat
team
the
are
Browns.
you watching?
I mean, the one with half of a quarterback.
Guy's got a
Yes,
torn
Mario,
labrum.
I called Cam Milk Dog, and if you've never compared those two, when Cam had his stuff poking out his head and compared it to Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, exact same dude. Exact same dude. Well, okay.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, so you want to take a look at some of the fantasy winners from the first couple games early on today?
Ooh, looks like I'm getting smoked.
Alexander Mattinson is somebody that had a good game. Alvin Kamara, 71 rush yards and a touchdown, 51 receiving and a touch. James Robinson, good showing from him, 149 on the ground and a TD. That's pretty much it from
Let's go, Saquon.
Saquon. You need Saquon?
We need Saquon. Well, they just started.
Oh, there's your man crush, Matthew Stafford, with a raging one-touchdown game because he's an MVP and deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Did they get the win?
They did get the win. It's because the quarterback got hurt. Kyle Pitts got his first touchdown.
Yeah, he's dominated today. 119 yards.
9 receptions,
Crazy.
119 yards.
Yeah, that was his coming out party.
Najee Harris, 23 rushes for 122 yards and 1 touchdown. Let's see.
He's getting more work than anybody else in the league by like 30%.
Yeah.
His usage rate is
the
astronomical.
Steelers suck. Antonio Gibson, 60 yards rushing, 2 TDs.
It's your boy.
That's good. I love Antonio Gibson.
Yes, you do.
Fournette had a good game, 67 yards and a touchdown. And my goodness, Derrick Henry, 130 yards, 3 touchdowns, just running over people. Devontae Adams, 206 yards and a touchdown. So big game for him. Chuba Hubbard, his first game, over 100 yards. Yeah. The
2 interceptions returned for touchdowns.
Yeah, that's tough. So, yeah, overall, hopefully your fantasy teams are doing well. Robert Woods, we saw him on Thursday night. DK Metcalf, also saw him on Thursday night. Mike Evans, nice showing today. 113 yards and 2 TDs. Tom Brady looking damn good. 411 yards, 5 TDs.
Yeah, you should have traded for him.
I probably should have.
Probably should have.
Yeah, but I'm glad I didn't trade for Baker Mayfield because he sucks.
I mean, we'll see.
No, I've seen.
Jacoby Brissett out.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger out.
Trevor Lawrence, that's my guy. All right, well, thank you for tuning in for the Brass Rail. Shout out to everybody in our chat right now. And before we leave, let us know where you're watching right now. I love to do this, especially with Lions fans, because this goes all over. We've had people from Hawaii. We've had people from Brazil watching. We've had people from all over the place.
Detroiters travel well.
Yeah, and if you're a Lions fan, this is where you need to go for your post-game coverage. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. I love to do this. Go to the fan reaction on the Detroit Lions Facebook page.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
No.
Oh
boy.
They haven't even posted up the final score on the Facebook page yet because they do not want the comments.
I wouldn't either.
Oh, come on, Lions. Come on, Lions social media team. You got it, like,
everybody hurts.
Oh, here we go. Here's some of the post game. Wow. Oh, man.
It's hard being a Lions fan, man. And I think Campbell's really understanding what it is to live the Detroit struggle, whether it's the real struggle of being a Detroiter or whether it's being a Detroit Lions fan, but it is a damn struggle.
Yep, it is a struggle, and it is a struggle being a Lions fan, but we're happy you're here with us for each and every post-game live from the Brass Rail downtown. We got Tallahassee, Florida checking in, Chicago checking in, Columbus, Ohio. I'm sorry that you live in Ohio, but I love that you're a Lions fan. Watching from San Antonio, Texas. Matthew is...
You ever been to San Antonio?
No.
The Riverwalk is damn cool.
That's what I heard.
Although I was there in 05 for Game 7, and that sucked.
Grand Rapids in the building. I love that. I used to live in Grand Rapids a couple years ago, working for some radio stations out there. All right.
What's the over-under on
Florida? Nice.
prop bet Jared Goff turnovers next week?
What's
2.5?
I would take the under at 2.5. I'd probably take the over at 2. Or the over at 1.5. So I'm thinking like 2 turnovers. I mean, he's literally had a fumble every game so far. And then we had the dick pick, which only the Lions have the dick pick, baby.
That was a frustrating one, man. Just really, really a frustrating one.
Well, shout out to Jim King from Ottawa Valley, Ontario, Flint, Michigan in the building. And, yeah, you guys have a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your football games. We'll be back down here next Sunday. It's a Lions home game, so if you're going to the game, make sure you come see us at the after party live here at the Brass Rail right at Adams in Woodward. You can't miss it.
Hot girls out here. Man, it's a hot corner here right now.
It's always a fun time. There's always some good scenery to see.
It's great. You guys got to get down here, especially next week. For this Bengals game, we're going to have nice weather. And this, if you haven't experienced this corner here where the Brass Rail is located on Woodward downtown, you have to do it. And I think this is probably going to be our last real warm Sunday of the year. But who knows?
We may squeeze one more in next week, but that's about it.
I think next week is the last Sunday. You want to come and check it out for sure, man.
Yep. So
I'm excited.
Thank you guys for watching on Woodward Sports. Make sure you're tuning in tomorrow morning. Adam in the Morning Woodward Show. I'm sure he's going to go absolutely nuts with Dan Campbell crying. I can't wait to see his impersonation.
Man.
And it's going to be interesting to see how national media reacts to Dan Campbell crying because, they already hate him. So goodbye. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the sunshine. It's like 80 degrees out in Detroit, so we got that going for us.
Yes,